8 months ago, Your Honor, we met at my engagement party.
Wait, at your engagement party with the person you ended up marrying?
Yes.
At your engagement party, you met her?
Yes.
Who invited her? Like, who is she there with?
Okay, so we rented out the spot for my engagement party.
Okay.
My then fiance leaves. Okay, so now me and the boys, we stay. It's my last hoorah. They're trying to celebrate
Is it
me.
your last hoorah? What exactly, how do you define hoorah? What happened?
Your last party with your friends before you jump the broom.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean having sex with someone before you jump the broom, right?
Ooh.
Does it?
It doesn't say that, Your Honor.
It doesn't say that? It doesn't say anything. But I'm pretty sure you knew you were up to no good. So what happened?
I don't think it's a rule book on how to play
okay,
a relationship.
do you think that common decency might, or maybe your wife to be, might expect that you're faithful?
Who knows what she did on her own, but...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the kind of relationship you two have. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Go ahead. What happens? You meet her at your engagement party.
I meet her at the engagement party.
After the engagement party.
Yes.
Right.
After that, we have a few drinks. Me and her, we hit it off.
Did you tell her I just had my engagement party here?
I mean, she could see my fiance walking out the door.
Well, how do you know she had her eyes on you that early?
I had no idea.
Okay, did he ever mention to you that he just had his engagement party?
Not until after we hooked up.
Did you hook up again after that?
We did. But I was under the impression...
She makes it sound like the nerve of him. Not until after we hooked up, but we hooked up again after he told me. I'm not quite getting that, but okay. So you literally hooked up on the night of your engagement party?
Well, Your Honor...
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Was that hard? Just answer me truthfully, because we're in court now, and you're the one who brought the case. I didn't bring it to your household, okay? So you're going to have to answer my questions. So you hooked up with this young lady on the night of your engagement party because there was no rule book that told you not to?
Yes.
Okay. How many times did you hook up with her after that?
3 times exactly, Your Honor.
Does that sound right?
Yes.
So what happens after these several times that the two of you get together while you're engaged to be married, and you're supposed to be getting married how much later?
This is 8 months prior to my wedding day.
Okay, so what happens?
We continue to have sex for 3 times. 2 months later, I'm thinking it's a done deal.
Well, how was it a done deal? Like, you're skipping over that part. Did you tell her, I don't want to see you anymore, I'm trying to be a good person? Like, how did that happen?
We had an agreement, Your Honor, that after we were done, when it was time for me to get married, I move on. She moves on.
Okay, but I presume if you met her 8 months beforehand, the 3 times occurred in how many?
Your Honor, I got pregnant. I had to go get an abortion.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh.
And when I told him I was pregnant...
Were you trying to avoid telling me that? How are you going to avoid telling me that?
I was getting there, Your Honor.
You're getting there? Well, you get there faster because you're killing me here. All right? Because I am sure, because apparently you know how to act really fast when it's your engagement night. So I'm going to need you to act a little faster in here. Exactly what happened to break the two of you up?
She got pregnant.
Okay. Now we're going too far, aren't we? Where there's an actual consequence for the sex.
When I
How
got
did she get pregnant? Did you wear a condom?
Yes, I did.
Did he wear a condom?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You people are really unlucky. And what happened?
I ended up getting pregnant, and when I told him I was pregnant, that's when everything came to fruition. I was under the impression...
Were you sleeping with anybody else during the time?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I was under the impression, because he pursued me the first time, that he was a single guy. He was on the market. Why else would he be pursuing me, buying me drinks, taking me home afterwards?
Because he's a jerk.
This guy claims he hooked up with his side partner right during his own engagement party. Normal people usually take home leftover cake after celebrating their engagement. This guy left with the whole secret romance instead. He tried explaining his thought process. He wanted one last wild night before getting married. Listen, wedding vows are supposed to mark the start of your shared life. Instead, you treated marriage like an ultimate race to be single. You set up your own emotional bomb and triggered it yourself. The other woman claims she didn't know he was engaged at first. That excuse worked fine for the first few days. However, she stayed with him long after finding out the truth. At the point, everyone knew exactly what was happening. Everyone understood the full situation, yet everyone kept choosing drama. Then things took a very dark and serious turn. She got pregnant and he forced her to stop the pregnancy. This is where the jokes completely stop. Deciding to end a pregnancy is a huge personal choice. Pressuring someone like that is completely unacceptable and cruel. She likely never wanted to make that painful choice. That tragic situation caused the whole secret romance to crash down. Now, he stands in court blaming her for destroying his marriage. In reality, his own foolish actions burned down his life from day one. The affair became public, but he ruined his marriage himself. He is actually suing her like expects a refund for his own terrible decisions.
I don't think that every woman has to ask a man who's pursuing them, "Hey, are you married?" Or like it should go without saying, but it might be a good idea. But the bad actor is him, not you, for not asking, because he knows the information he's withholding. You assume a guy with a bunch of guys at a bar is and trying to pick you up is an available person. Go ahead.
And then after I found out the first time, because I saw on his phone a woman's name with a ring, a bunch of emojis, and
Lord above.
I'm naive, but not that naive.
No,
I
you
was
kind of
able to
are,
put it
because
together.
then you were with him 2 more times. Why?
Well, what happened was he told me that it wasn't anything, and that they weren't gonna. Maybe they were gonna break apart. I don't know, but he was a good guy. He was a nice guy.
No,
I'm
he's
gonna
not a
lie.
good guy. He's
I
the
did
kind of
enjoy
guy
that time
who
I
has an
spent with him.
engagement part. Okay, I just want to know something. I want you. Have you ever been engaged?
No, but I only
Okay, I want you to
found out
think in your heart of hearts. I want you to close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And I want you to think about your perfect dream man. And you are in love, and he proposes or you propose. And now it's the time of your engagement party, and all of your family and friends are surrounding you. And it is so loving, and it is such a happy time in your life. And that night, he sleeps with another woman. Is that a great guy?
Your Honor, I
Yes
feel
or no?
this. No.
Is that a great guy? Your judgment stinks.
I didn't find out the full story until after
I'm
I
not
got
talking
pregnant.
about the first time.
Why does she keep defending her choice to stay physically intimate with this man? Honestly, he is not even attractive. At best, he looks average. Now, listen to me closely. I know viewers in the comment section will roast my appearance. This discussion is not about my personal looks. Frankly, I never intended a costly celebratory event while secretly planning a massive betrayal. He wasted thousands of dollars just to destroy everything on their special day. You should at least attempt to preserve a relationship. Show actual effort before throwing your partner away completely. Obviously, I despise that dishonest behavior. What surprises me is her claiming total ignorance about this marriage. Look, you discovered the truth and could have walked away much earlier. No one should need to ask if a partner is legally married. Yet, she chose to stay involved with him anyway. Either he satisfies her completely or she carries deep emotional trauma that needs professional healing. What is your personal perspective on this situation, guys? Do you consider her equally guilty in this mess? In my opinion, remaining in that relationship made her just as responsible as him. Her actions prove her full involvement in this scandal. Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys.
I'm talking about the second and third, when you darn well knew, and you're giving me the excuse that you were hoping they'd break up. It's pathetic. Have a little more self-respect. Understand that that is not something to fight for, because that's a position. Wait, you think you're going to change him? He's kind of wired, right? You think you're going to change him? Come on. How old are you?
I'm 24, Your Honor.
Did he actually lie to you and say they were going to break up, or you were just hoping?
He didn't explicitly say it, but he made it seem like the relationship wasn't as serious as it was.
Well, I mean, you saw rings on the girl's name. What?
I thought, maybe.
Did
it
you
was
ask
just-
him? Are you engaged?
I never asked the question. And
What
that's
did you
why I
say?
didn't
Are you
know.
seeing somebody? What'd you say?
I asked him if he was with anybody else.
And he
told me
said?
it wasn't that serious.
So, okay, but all right.
And we weren't that serious. I just met him at a bar.
Well, okay, but hold on 1 second. You're sleeping with everybody he sleeps with, So that's like a legitimate question for you to ask if he's actually having sexual intercourse with the other person, and that person's having sexual intercourse with 40 other people. These are things that people should be asked.
I completely comprehend why the magistrate is interrogating this woman so aggressively right now. She truly warrants the questioning and a stern reality check for her actions. However, I firmly believe that the magistrate must interrogate this man with equal severity. Certain toxic individuals possess extreme charm and a deceptive control over innocent people. They easily trick unsuspecting partners into believing falsehoods through convincing personal manipulation tactics. Naturally, she displayed tremendous foolishness by staying involved in this messy relationship. Claiming total ignorance inside a legal courtroom makes her look utterly ridiculous. Her placed I mean, he placed engagement ring icons right beside her, saved contact details. This toxic partner was preparing to marry her very soon. Dangerous manipulators operate among us with completely twisted, unhinged daily mindsets. Neither individual in this legal dispute demonstrates any genuine human moral conscience. This husband honestly believes breaking marital trust carries zero legal consequences. If your unfaithfulness actions were truly justified, why transfer secret bribe cash? I mean, if having an affair before marriage was completely acceptable, why buy silence? This entire situation makes absolutely no logical sense to anybody watching today.
So now, what happens? You didn't know he was engaged. Is that what you're telling me? You never knew he was
I
engaged?
didn't know until
All
after
right,
I
you
got
get pregnant. When do you find out you're pregnant?
I found out I was pregnant 2 months later.
All right, so you guys were seeing each other for the 2 months?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Those 3 times that we hooked up was in the span of a few weeks. And then I found out I was pregnant, and that's when I went to him and I told him, and that's when he came back to me saying that he was engaged. He offered me the money to go get an abortion, to keep my mouth shut, and to take care of myself. And that's why we're here right now.
But I also
Wait, just a second. He offered you what money?
$3,000. Hush money.
And you took it?
Am I a mob
Just a
boss?
second. No one's talking to you. Look at me and not him. And you took it. You took the hush money?
For the abortion. I didn't know
The
what to
abortion
do.
isn't $3,000. How much was the abortion?
$750.
Right. So you took the hush money.
I didn't ask for it.
Did I ask you if you asked for it? I asked you if you took it. Did you take the money?
Your Honor.
Did you take the
Yes.
hush money? That requires a yes or no answer.
Yes.
Did you take hush money?
Yes.
Okay. How did that make you feel as time wore on?
That money that he gave me, the leftover from the abortion, I used to pay my rent. I fell into a pit of depression and I couldn't go to work. I had this weight on my shoulders finding out that I was the other woman and that I did that to somebody else because I would never want that to be done to me.
Right. So I would pick up the phone maybe and call her and let her know, but I wouldn't take hush money. You took hush money.
After getting
what
that
were you
abortion-
thinking was going to happen? Because you barely know her other than intimately. And so what did you exactly, how did this, where's the rule book that you came up? I'm just trying to understand how you figure I'm going to throw money at my problem instead of coming clean with my future wife.
Your Honor, can we clarify hush money? I'm not a mob boss. I'm just a regular civilian.
I'm sorry, stop. You gave her money to do what?
We went together.
You gave her money to do what?
We went together as
That's $750. The rest of the money for the $3,000 was to do what?
Go on your own and
Was
live your
to
life.
do what?
Live your life.
And, so the next day she could call your future wife, right?
No. It was a
No,
verbal
you told her
contract.
what as vis-a-vis your future wife?
Excuse me?
Did you tell her to shut up and not tell your wife?
No, I didn't say those words.
Oh, so you didn't mind if she told your wife?
This man is acting completely foolish right now. Is he seriously this unbelievable? He is currently taking his former lover to court for $3,000. He gave her those funds right before his whole life collapsed. She tells the court it was silence money. Yet this man denies that claim completely. Understood how this court situation works. If the magistrate agrees it was a payment for silence and she exposed the secret affair, then she must return all of that money immediately. However, this foolish man claims he never paid for silence because he is not a criminal boss. Listen, you completely lost your right to demand any cash back now. Your thinking makes absolutely zero sense. Standing in a courtroom right now makes you look completely senseless. How did you even manage to file this case yourself? You lack basic logic to handle this situation. You ruined your own entire family life. Now you are targeting your former partner simply because you confessed everything directly to your spouse. You claimed the cash was meant to buy silence. Then your former partner confirmed your claim inside the courtroom. She admitted it was silence cash. The magistrate questioned your claims directly. You denied it completely. Why are you wasting everyone's time here? You should pack up and go home immediately. Your logic is totally missing right now. Furthermore, the magistrate is criticizing the woman for accepting the funds. The magistrate ignores her difficult emotional distress completely. Consider an expectant woman facing total isolation without any support from her partner. That experience causes immense emotional stress. When offered financial assistance, anyone would naturally accept that support. Ending an unexpected pregnancy carries huge mental consequences for any individual. Even when intentional, it remains extremely draining mentally. The magistrate lacks empathy for her tragic struggle. She deserves far more compassion during this stressful legal ordeal.
Is it free to call your wife the next day?
No, that's not what
Did you
happened.
speak to her about keeping quiet?
No.
Did you tell her not to tell your wife?
You got me there.
In other words, you told her to hush. That's hush money.
Explicitly, I did not say that.
Your
What
Honor,
did
we
you
have
stop?
text
Just
messages.
stop. What did you say?
I said this $3,000 is for you to go on about your way. Let me and my wife get happily married and go on.
So
Is that
why
hush
are you
money?
suing?
Because we came to an agreement, a verbal agreement,
That what?
that she should not say anything to my then fiance.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is the very definition of hush money. You paid her not to say anything. That is hush money. So now all these months passed, because after that, after the abortion, there were another, there was like 6 months to the wedding.
Yes.
You say nothing to your fiance. You get married, right?
Yes.
And what happens?
Chanel then goes on. My wife posts a wedding picture of her and I. Chanel takes it upon herself to write a comment under the post.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Your Honor, it wasn't his wife's post. It was a wedding blog post that I saw.
What are you doing reading it?
It popped up on my timeline.
No, but it's their wedding blog post. It has to be that you popped in there to look at it at some point, right? Otherwise, they're not going to be sending you unwanted. I don't get those, unwanted wedding. You had to have gone in there at some point, right? Admit it.
It wasn't posted by her, though. I had
Doesn't
no
matter.
idea she was
Admit it.
tagged
You
in it.
went. Did you or did you? Oh my gosh! Why is it like? Did you or did you not go on that site at some prior time in order to nosy about? We
I
both
did, Your
know the
Honor.
answer. Say it.
I did, Your Honor.
Of course you did. They look so cute. I'm glad y'all found each other. They really do deserve each other. And then you post. Y'all say goals for everything, but don't know the full story. I met this man, and he's nothing but a cheater. I was pregnant while he was walking down the aisle. Not exactly, but he was the worst thing that happened to me. Someone else responds, what? See, I knew he wasn't no good. So, what happens? How do you find out? How do you find out? Tell me everything. Omit nothing, okay? Tell me how you found out that this had happened.
Me and my boys, we have a group chat. They come to the chat. Hey, Jordan, screenshot it. You see this? Oh, my God.
Did they know? Did your boys know?
Yeah, they knew.
All of them?
Yeah, they knew.
Okay, go on.
I mean, they're not best friends with my fiance.
Okay, go on.
But they came to me. They said, you can pursue this, right?
You can pursue this? What does that mean?
Meaning, I gave her
File a lawsuit?
Yes.
That's what was on your mind? You and your boys? That's what's on your mind and not the destruction of your marriage? Are you and your wife still together?
No, we're separated, Your Honor.
Yeah. Why? I don't understand. Why are you guys separated? Mr. Cross, why are you guys separated?
Because I stepped out on a marriage.
Okay. And lied and then after you make, even if you call it a mistake, which is not a mistake, that's infidelity, that's infinitely more profound. You didn't give her a chance to not marry you. You just literally moved forward as a liar and a cheat. And so you've been separated how long now?
Separated for about six, 7.
Did this secret lover single-handedly destroy his entire marriage? She definitely pushed that failing relationship completely off the cliff. However, this foolish husband was already driving his life toward total disaster. His marriage was guaranteed to collapse regardless of her involvement. I mean, he constantly admits his close friends never liked his wife anyway. His reckless behavior was guaranteed to expose his deceit very soon. He lacks basic intelligence and cannot keep secret hidden at all. He foolishly keeps talking and exposing his own worst mistakes online. Someone needs to tell him to keep quiet before the losses. He could secure a legal victory, but his foolish mouth keeps ruining everything. Honestly, I feel genuine sympathy for the targeted woman in court. He clearly manipulated her trust and dragged her into his messy drama. He ruined multiple lives while taking zero accountability for his own actions. What is your opinion on this situation, guys? Who deserves the blame? Share your thoughts.
So the right move would have been to say, get out of my house and don't let that door hit you on your way out. You piece of garbage. That's the right move. Okay. But you are acting like someone who's been shot at by him when you were on clear notice of exactly what kind of a person he was. And then you made some decisions about your life, and then you took money to keep your mouth shut, and then you decided, I can't keep my mouth shut anymore, which, go to therapy, speak to friends, or I don't even fault you for picking up a phone and calling her and telling her if you can somehow. But to do it on such a public forum where you humiliated her, please don't tell me that was for her. That was for you. You wanted to hurt him because you were still hurt. Okay? And you were hurt because of decisions that you made as well. You were hurt because he's a jerk and you knew it and then you kept going out with him. That's the problem. Okay? So no, you don't deserve the other money. Okay? Because we all make decisions we regret. You already got the full compensation for the abortion. All right? So I'm going to order you to return the hush money, believe it or not. Isn't this disgusting? Because you violated the terms of that oral agreement. $2,250, verdict for the plaintiff. Verdict for the cheater liar. Lord above.
All rise.
Judge Millian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $2,250.
Cha-ching.
Tell your ex-wife I said hello.
Okay. Exit this.
Unfortunately, the judge declared a victory for the plaintiff in the court today. Everyone tracking this legal battle anticipated this outcome from the very beginning. When you pay someone under an unwritten verbal agreement to keep silent, breaking that deal forces you to return every single dollar. That is how strict legal contracts work. Did I personally root for this man to come out victorious? Absolutely not. He acts as a genuine threat to public safety through his reckless habits. Okay? He repeatedly deceives partners, drags innocent people into high risk conflicts, and spread harmful situations around his community. He carelessly fathers children and pressure others to erase them without taking real responsibility. He easily ranks among the most selfish individuals imaginable. Yet the strict letter of the law still protected his financial claim. This brings up a fascinating moral question for all of us. When a plaintiff demonstrates such a horrific moral character, should judges gain special power to deny their legal win? Should our legal system override basic contract law to punish toxic human behavior directly? Let me know. Is strict legal precedent more important than punishing terrible personal actions? I generally hate seeing someone so manipulative walk away victorious with a full payout. How do you view this controversial verdict? Does law triumph over ethics here? Leave your thoughts below.